Hillary Kelly.
Okay, got it, thank you.
And we're from adrinkwith.com. It started as A Drink with Chicago. We sit down with the city's influential artists, athletes, entrepreneurs, celebrities, anyone basically that we want to have a drink with, that we think we can learn something from, that we think our readers can learn something from.
I actually interviewed on them, so
I was gonna
we're
find out
in the
that.
presence of greatness already.
So, we are combining everything that we love, our journalism backgrounds, talking to people, storytelling, and going out and about in Chicago, having drinks, and just chatting with people. So that's like the basic concept. We thought I don't know if you're interested, hopefully you are, just kind of how the idea came to be. Kelly?
Yeah, so we were both have a background in journalism, and we took sales jobs in the city. We weren't, really happy with those jobs, and we were still kind of always talking when me and Hillary met about what we wanted to do and what we were passionate about. She wanted to be a reporter, and I was interested in producing and that kind of thing. Then I went back for my little sister's high school graduation, which is kind of funny because I was actually listening to the valedictorian speech and took this, 17-year-old girl saying, go after your dreams right now, for me to be like, yeah, what am I waiting for, basically. So I went back that Monday to Hillary and I was like, we should just start a website. Like, let's just do it right now, and at least we have something to work on while we're waiting for that next job that we can really, be passionate about and pursue, our dreams, as cheesy as that may sound. So it started as that, and then we just, we had no idea how to create a website. We had no idea how to do anything, and not even buy a domain. So it was literally on Google. How do you, purchase a domain? How do you create a website? So a lot of people say they don't know how to do things and whatever that might be, and we had no idea either. And then once we got it up, it was just kind of focusing on one thing and doing it very well, and then making it better and better from there.
Yeah. At first we thought, oh yeah, we're going to have this website, we're going to have this blog, we're going to do this and that. And Kelly, had this great idea, well, let's have a shot of tequila with Rick Bayless, and let's pair the drink with these cool Chicagoans. And we love that idea because, like she said, we both were in journalism.
I like to drink.
Yes, not all the drinks are alcoholic beverages. Sometimes it's coffee, sometimes it's tea, smoothies, but the fun ones are the ones with alcohol involved. And those give us the best answers. That's our trick, actually, how we get the people to talk. But so yeah, we wanted to focus on one thing and do it really, really well. And we kept saying, what are we going to name this thing? We thought we'd use 312 something or Michigan Avenue something. All these things.
The names are so embarrassing. Like, we still have a spreadsheet of ideas, and it's just like, thank God we didn't name it that.
Yeah, so sometimes it's like simple is better, and it was kind of just staring us right in the face, and we just bought adrinkwith.com, and it kind of like took off from there.
Yeah, we had a date in mind that we wanted to publish our first piece, and we kept wanting to push it back, but then we kind of were like, okay, we just have to start and get something up, even if it's completely terrible and for lack of a better word, really shitty. At least it's out there, and we can go from there. So
yeah, we were pitching to people without even a website up. So thank God for people in the beginning saying yes to us, because we had nothing to show for it in the beginning.
yeah, we would show up at places and be like, can we interview you? Like, even with Ahmed, we're like, Underground, we're like, do you mind if we interview you? Like, please, you have a really cool story, we really want to tell it, and it's about making that face-to-face connection. He gave us a chance, and now we are being able to interview people like, Mayor Emanuel and
Let's say that that wasn't the connection from me to Mayor Emanuel. That was just...
Well, little by little, making those connections, and now we're able to, just sit down with Erik Lefkofsky and, Lil John and Robin Thicke and people like that, and it's just about kind of going stepping stones all the way up.
Yeah, so we launched the idea kind of came to us in June of 2011. We launched in November, and then we spent that first year really making sure we could get these interviews and building relationships with publicists and making sure that the concept was something that people liked. And it wasn't until this year, 2013, where we really started to monetize the website. So I know a lot of people always have this idea and have these cool sites, but then the hard part is trying to make money off of it. So we were lucky enough that we were able to quit our full-time job, so we do this full-time. And our whole approach is that we're not really into your traditional advertising. We really held off for as long as we could and wanted to incorporate brands in a way that kind of fit our branding and our vision. So we, as you notice, if you've been on the site, there's no traditional web banners or traditional advertising, and we kind of integrate sponsors into our content, but it never affects the content. So, you know, Miller Coors is one of our partners, and if someone wants a beer and they're a beer person, we drink one of their products. So it's very, it's not in your face, because we want our readers to trust us, and it's, everything is still really genuine. So now we can finally say we're in the phase of monetizing the site, which is really exciting.
Yeah, we're just really inspired by meeting people like you guys that, you know, kind of are going after something or passionate about something. I mean, the only common thread we found through everyone we've interviewed is that they're really passionate about something. It doesn't matter like how much money they're making or, you know, what they just don't want to do anything else, and it gives them a reason to get up in the morning and, you know, be working for something bigger than themselves. So even if it fails down the line, I mean, who knows, at least you're trying. At least if you died, you know, if you're on your deathbed one day, you can say, at least I tried to go after something. So
yeah, and we've talked to over 100 people, so we thought, you know, since we're still learning and we're not as established as we want to be, and we're still trying to become successful ourselves, that we share some of our favorite things that people have, advice that they've given us. We ask everyone if they could have a drink with anyone, what would it be? So that's one of our favorite questions. But our next question we immediately ask to these people who are successful and have these successful businesses is like, what's your best business advice? What mistakes you've made? So I thought, leave it to Lil John to tell us some really good business advice, because he's been around for at least 10, 15 years, was it? For a long time. So he's doing something right outside of just music. So I thought it was interesting that he said, you know, you just learn from every bad experience, and it's the power of relationships, because you never know. The person on the bottom today might be running the company one day. So that kind of stuck with us. It's just like a reminder to always, you just never know where someone could be one day. The mayor, of course, had great advice. Ron talked about, you know, learning from every mistake you make. And he said he'd want to have a drink with Abraham Lincoln, which I thought was really interesting, because he had made many mistakes. And so I think the common thread between all these entrepreneurs is just to not be afraid of failure, and learn from every mistake. And yeah, so I don't know if anyone has any questions. I don't know if we're supposed to be asking the audience for questions. But yeah, we'll be around, so if you want to ask us anything about the site or anything, just, we'll be here. adrinkwith.com. Yeah.